This might just have been our most exciting week on the World Atlantic Way yet. Not only have we been finding ourselves driving through some of the most beautiful scenery, we might have also just got the shot. Now if you don't know what I'm talking about, wait till the end, we fill you all in. But let's get stuck into this week's van life adventures on the World Atlantic Way. We are Gemma and Campbell, and this is our home on wheels, Ellie the eldest. We are currently touring Ireland's 1,500-mile road trip along the western coast in search of its most stunning beaches, and boy has it delivered.
Wow, massive big white sandy beach. There's hardly anyone here.
Despite all of this excitement, however, this trip on the Wild Atlantic Way around the Dingle Peninsula also turns into one of our most dramatic, as we find out how you should absolutely not drive in Ireland.
Oh my god, you ready? This is chaos.
If you're new around here and want to see more of our Wild Atlantic Way road trip, then hit that subscribe button and join the gang. But for now, let's check back in as we arrive at one of Ireland's most iconic sites.
Oh, busy. Oh my goodness.
Are we going to get parked in there?
Okay, I mean, I know this is like one of the most popular visitor attractions, but this is insane.
This is ridiculous. There's actually queues to get into the car park.
Some guys actually directing traffic to get in. It's so busy. Oh, and there's cars piling in behind us. Every single person's coming in here.
And it's €12 per adult.
Oh my
Paying to
goodness.
go and see
The cliffs. These better be some spectacular cliffs, man. 24 euros. Oh, I've got a bug in the van. These better be some spectacular cliffs. It's going to cost us €24, man. Hi there. Two adults, please, yeah. Brilliant. Thank you very much. Cheers. Have a good day.
So there's a lot of cute shops here that I wasn't actually expecting, and there's actually a visitor centre as well, which is quite cool.
The Visitor Centre featured a fascinating insight into the history and geology of the breathtaking landscape that makes up the Cliffs of Moher, with an interactive exhibit and an immersive movie showing the wildlife of the cliffs and the surrounding coastline. We spent some time wandering around the subterranean building before heading back out into the sunshine to admire the cliffs in person.
Do you want to sit down over here?
Yeah, it's a good spot. So we've come prepared today. What have we got for lunch?
So we've got some halloumi wraps, these little lentil crisps, and we've got some soda stream juice.
Packed everything apart from the kitchen sink. It was quite expensive in the cafe. I think it was about €15 for a meal. Definitely halloumi wraps is a better option.
And there was like one veggie and one vegan option, which was expensive, so...
Picnic in the sunshine instead. So it seems that the cliffs here actually extend all the way along. You can go in and turn right, walk all the way along the cliffs, which gives you one of the better views of the actual Cliffs of Moher itself, or you can go in and turn left and it takes you all the way along to the other side. The bird watching is spectacular, and I'm very gutted because apparently we just missed the puffins. We're speaking to one of the representatives here and they said that they left a week ago, so we won't be seeing any puffins today, I'm afraid, baby. Look at that face.
I know.
Always like to see the puffins.
You can actually also leave like a deposit and get binoculars, which is quite cool. We were going to do that, but then we walked out, realised that we'd forgotten, and then I thought, do you know what, the chances of me then going away with the binoculars and without my deposit are possibly quite high, so we haven't got binoculars.
There we go.
It's actually incredible how steep a drop it is from here, and to think that you can just kind of like walk through from the experience all the way around here. I'm not necessarily one for like let's chuck up loads of fences, but it's just crazy. Like I'm just seeing like so many people running so close to the edge, like kids came running down the hill and like we're just like running close to this edge. It was so stressful.
The good thing is though, they have put up a sign to warn you about the dangers, so that's good.
So any Harry Potter fans out there, we think we have just spotted where Harry and Dumbledore apparate to when they're going to find the Horcrux in the cave in the Half-Blood Prince. Apparently they did film Harry Potter down here, and we think that that cave down there could be the cave that the filming was done in to go and find that Horcrux. There isn't a big rock out where they apparate onto, so we can't see a big rock there, but I don't know whether that was just like, you know, put in for the film. But yeah, pretty cool. This location actually has been involved in like a lot of different filming. So I'm not a big movie person, but I do love Harry Potter, so I can only really tell you that one.
Soaking up the sunshine, we explored around the cliffs for about 2 hours, finishing it all off by heading to the top of O'Brien's Tower for the best view in the house before it was time to head on for the day. Okay, so just before we hit the road, we actually just need to book an appointment for next week with our therapist. And I thought that was a perfect opportunity to chat to you guys about this week's paid partner, BetterHelp. For the last 6 months now, Gemma and I have both been speaking to our therapist, and we have actually found it so useful. Like, since we got back from Asia, I think it's just been the pressure with our businesses and how we're trying to develop them so quickly and so much. It's been really getting to us, and yet every single time we finish chatting to our therapist, after about an hour of just like kind of chatting gibberish basically, I always feel like I've got this weight lifted off my shoulder that I didn't even realise was there before I started it. BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy service, offering access to experienced and credentialed therapists who can assist you with a wide range of issues. Honestly, I highly recommend anyone that is in the position to try a therapist like this to absolutely do so, even if you feel like you don't need it. It is just such a good way to like really pick up your morale and give you that boost that you need. To get started, all you need to do is answer a few simple questions about your needs and preferences, and BetterHelp will match you with the therapist that they think is right for you. And if that's not correct and you feel like it's not the best fit, you can change for free at any time that you wish. In order to chat to your therapist, you can choose to do it by text, voice call, or video call, and you can do it at any point that you actually feel is the perfect place that you're most comfortable to do so. With BetterHelp, you'll receive the same professionalism and experience from traditional office-based therapy, but with a therapist that is custom picked for you and in a location that you feel most comfortable to do so. So if you're ready to begin your own therapy journey, you can get 10% by using the link. I'll put it right here, and I'll put a little QR code here. All you need to do is scan it. And I've also put a link in the description for you. You can go and check that out there. And we wish you all the best on your therapy journey. From here, we continued our journey along the rugged coastline of Western Ireland, further south, and spent the night just outside the small town of Kilkee, overlooking the stunning Kilkee Cliffs. We've just jumped out of the car at a place called Kilkee, just to the south of Kilkee, and there's a place called the Kilkee Cliffs, which are just behind me here. That looks like something directly out of Star Wars, doesn't it?
It's mad, isn't it? And I feel like I'm like really like immersed in it here. Like it's like right there, like these massive big cliffs. You can see all the lines in them and everything.
It's
wow.
So cool.
It's like some day for it as well, because it's like a little bit kind of cloudy and foggy. There's a little bit of rain in the skies. It's like, it looks really good, doesn't it?
Yeah. And it's awesome because, like I said, it's obviously less known about than the Cliffs of Moher. That there's no barriers, there's no queues, and it's free. Like the proper raw nature of Ireland right in front of our eyes.
Oof, that is going to be a windy night for them, I think.
I hope that their pegs are insecure, by the way, because that was just a vertical drop beneath them. Look at these cliffs. Like, these make the Cliffs of Moher look like babies almost. This is mad.
It's actually really easy to find your way around the Wild Atlantic Way, even going north or south, as even on little roads like this, there are signs that have the Wild Atlantic Way symbol with either an N or an S beside it, so you know whether or not which direction you're going, whether you're going north or south, and how to follow the route.
Where are we going? Oh no. Oh, it's all good. There's signposts everywhere. We've got 3.
Oh my
1,
goodness.
2, 3.
Hey! So you don't even really need to have like a Google Maps or whatever kind of sat nav that you use, because you can just follow all the signs.
You do, however, need a good guidebook. Don't let that put you off. Guidebooks are a necessity.
That is true. Coming very soon your way.
Isn't it just funny how times never change? This is a photo from the 1860s and people are still sitting on the edge of cliffs just for the gram. It says here, tourists loved being photographed standing on the Atlantic Bridge. We're just such daft creatures, aren't we?
I know. You've not seen what's happened to the Estuary window in Malta. We were there one year, the next year we were there, and it gone, and we saw so many people clambering along the top of that bridge because it's there.
Don't do it, wee man. It's not worth it for the likes. And so there we have over there an accurate depiction of what the couch looks like after I've just finished a Netflix binge, like sagging the cushion. This is the funkiest looking rock I've ever seen.
I just love that, how you say that as if we have a Netflix account and it's not Love Island we're sitting watching every night.
These rock formations all along the coast. It's quite mad how it randomly changes from being beaches, like up north of Kilkee, and then all of a sudden you've just got cliffs.
Alright, change the subject. No, it is really, really beautiful, and like, again, keeping my eyes peeled. Apparently there are marine life out and about at sea out here, so
Heard it here first, folks, there's marine life in the sea.
You know what I mean? So I was just chatting with a local who's doing some photography, and he's saying that he spotted a few dolphins out there, but he's saying that there's a pod of about 300 to 400 of them in the Shannon Estuary at the moment, and that is where we are headed. So
Let's go.
Keeping these big old eyes peeled.
Okay, be back in a sec.
And so for dinner tonight, we were kind of going for a mix of what do we feel like and what is there to use up in the fridge. We have broccoli that desperately needs used. We have spinach. We have got, where is it? We brought this from home. A little thing of black pudding and plenty of other veg that we'll possibly end up chucking in there too, but we're going to make a gnocchi, like one of these kind of creamy gnocchi bakes that we do, and just chuck all these vegetables through it, and black pudding as well, which feels like such a nice little treat. So Campbell's just jumped into the shops just to get some cream. We're going to find somewhere and get cooking. I'm just going to cut up some things while he's in there to just kind of get ourselves a little ahead of the game, because I'm starving. We have a lot of dishes to do, so I better get stuck into that. Oh, why do I feel like we might just be out of water? That is an effort. Choice of van life, eh? I'll cut up the vegetables first and then I'll top up. Oh no, but my knife is... I'll top up the water first. Oh no! Guys! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! My bucket has a leak in it. I was actually just going to show you that it was... Goodness. My bucket has a leak in it and I was just going to show you that it was dripping, but I've just gone and spilt it, so it is very evident that it is dripping. What a nightmare. Oh man. Campbell, where are you? If anyone does know where you can buy collapsible buckets, I would love to know, because we've been searching one now for a couple of months just trying to get a new one and we can't actually find them anywhere, and I think we got that in Home Bargains I want to say, but the last time we were in there they were like, no, I don't think we sell them. If you know of anywhere I can get a collapsible bucket, that would be great, because it appears this one is definitely on its last legs.
Hello.
Hello.
Got a couple of treats for you.
Have you?
Date night tomorrow night.
Oh, yeah.
And...
Oh, no way!
yeah, I thought, why not?
What is it? You cook them?
Yeah, it's just cookie mix.
Oh, that looks
It's
amazing.
plant-based butter, which we don't have, and water. 10 minutes in the oven.
Oh, yum.
Cookies! That's what happens when I go to the shops unaccompanied. Right, well, first of all, don't look there.
I know, I still haven't done the dishes.
Because we were short on water and we thought we may as well collect all of the dishes and do them at once. We've got some veggie black pudding and broccoli, which we're going to put over the top of...
Oh, that looks good.
gnocchi bake. Look at that. Cute little park up place we are as well. Do you want to show everyone where we are?
We're kind of near the ferry that takes you across the Shannon Estuary.
It's called Knock.
And yeah, really small, cute. And yeah, we're just gonna assess the vibe, have our dinner here and see how it goes. And tomorrow, do you know, we should actually look out for seals on that bit too. I'm just thinking, I thought I saw one there, but it's not moving, so I don't think it is. But yes, tomorrow we're planning on taking the ferry across the Shannon Estuary, across to Tralee, and then in Kerry. We're gonna start making our way to the Vine Kerry, which is exciting because I remember absolutely loving it there when we were there before. I'm excited for that.
Okay, sun's shining. Let's start the day off with a little bit of movement, get the blood flowing, get feeling good. This was a little spot we slept at last night. Cute little town, little river right there. No one seemed too bothered. And when I say the locals are friendly, I just had a nice old lady saying how good my skipping was. So, there you go, I didn't think it was that good. You're doing good, babe. Doing good. Okay, right, bus parking. I can see the ferry. Do you think we've got time for some lunch?
Yes.
Yes.
Do it.
Alright, I don't know how I feel about the waves and the weather today, man. It is looking
Today
choppy.
is the one day that the weather actually says
High winds.
windy. We're choosing to go on the ferry. Nuts.
Okay, it seems they've called my bluff in thinking that I could get lunch ready.
Do you want me to do something?
No, we just need to leave it sitting there. And also I think we're in the wrong queue.
Oh no.
Oh no, what's going on?
Are you sure about leaving that up there?
That's the thing when gonna need to.
Must be every half hour then.
It must be, yeah, the website had me lied. Maybe a ferry that we can just have lunch on the ferry at least. First ferry since we arrived in Ireland. Next order of business, we're looking for some laundry. Literally just to the south of the town called Listowel. We found this little gas station and I had to jump out on foot to go and try and find it. And she's now driving away, leaving me stranded here. Bye-bye. Anyway, there it is, little laundry revolution. These are like really good. We find them all across the route and they only cost maybe about €4 or €5 per shot. So it means we can do an entire load of laundry for like €20. €5.50 for a small, 11 for a large. So we might just need to do 2 smalls because there's only. We're not in any rush, we can just sit and wait here. So whilst we were waiting for the washing to get done, I did actually want to let you guys know about our next range of talks that we're going to be doing at festivals in the UK. We are going to be going to the Shepton show, which I believe is called the Southwest Motorhome and Campervan Show. It's from the 7th, no it's not, it's from the 8th till the 10th of September and we're going to be doing 2 talks at this one. Last time we did one on the North Coast 500, this time we're going to be doing one on the North Coast 500 and all about this Ireland road trip, and we're going to be sharing all of the insider tips that we learned throughout this couple of months that we're actually travelling Ireland. We've actually also been given a camping pitch plus Saturday night tickets to give away to you guys as part of a giveaway. So we want to see you there, we want you to come up and say hi to us if you are going, and if you want free tickets, all you need to do is write in the comment section down below, I want to come to Shepton, and you'll be entered into the prize giveaway, which we'll be doing over the next couple of weeks. For that, you'll need to be signed up to our Instagram because that's where we'll be announcing the winner. So make sure you go and follow us over on Instagram as well. And we're so excited to get back to the festivals and just meet all you guys again because we love doing these festivals because it just gives us the opportunity to actually see our audience face to face and chat to you because we appreciate your support so much.
Oh,
there you go.
look at that. Best brownie I've ever had. Getting that on film. That sounds good.
Think that requires a little bit of sampling then, to be honest, because that is a bold claim that I don't like seeing thrown around unless I can taste it myself. So brownie?
Well, I bet you it's shut.
Oh, probs. So now a few of you might recognise that view there from our mock-up book cover of our brand new Ireland book. And that is because it is the famous Dunquin Pier that we actually took from like a kind of stock source image, and we said we want that to be our front cover because I just feel like personally it kind of summarises the World Atlantic Way the best. Just like sea, beautiful islands, greenery that is like out of this world, and that has got to be it. Look at that. Now we have decided to just come and like drive to here and then just kind of hang around, I guess, to try and wait for the good weather conditions. It was bucketing with rain earlier on, but the sun's come out and it's looking like it's actually pretty good. We'll maybe just chill out here until sunset, see if the conditions improve anymore, but this has got to be one of the most exciting places for us to come to on this book research trip, just because obviously the front cover is the first thing that people see. We want it to be the most beautiful possible, and it is looking pretty spectacular right now. Fortunately, it does seem the coffee hut is shut, so that just gives us more reason to hang around here tonight and get a brownie in the morning. Oh, that looks ready. Well, so tonight's, while we're waiting for like nice lighting and the sun to set, we're gonna have some dinner, and I've made my own special tagliatelle.
Oh, this is one of our favourites.
I know, my take on carbonara. It's basically just like veggie stock, mustard, all good stuff. It's all going in the cookbook that's coming your way very soon. We're doing the finishing touches.
This is actually why we're cooking it tonight, because we need to get a photo of it. So I was like, well, I need to like work the meal plan around all this good food that we're putting in the recipe book. So this is it tonight.
Finishing touch, a little bit of veggie bacon.
Oh, delicious.
How good does that look?
That looks
Oh my goodness, it is dark. We're on a bit of a night mission tonight, lads. For the first time in possibly months, it's actually a clear night sky here. Honestly, I think the self-publishing gods have answered our prayers. Not only did they deliver us an absolute banging sunset to get that front cover photo that we've been craving, it's actually clear night. Like, we might just be in for some star shots tonight. Also, a huge tip for when you're visiting Ireland, download the Lidl app. It gives so much better deals than what you get in the UK. This, absolutely free the other day. What a bargain. So good morning everyone. It's been a very peaceful, slow start to the day after such a late night last night. The views here are just absolutely spectacular. Like, there's not a breath of wind this morning. You can see all the way out to the outer islands, and it just really looks like something out of like Star Wars or something. It's just so dramatic. We kind of started off the day how we've been liking to do recently, which is just like having a coffee, sitting in bed, reading our books for a little while, and then we can actually start it off in the right mindset rather than jumping straight onto our phones. Last night was a success. It wasn't as much of a success as I'd hoped because I forgot that it was going to be a full moon, which obviously means I can't get any stars. However, I did get some really nice kind of night lapse shots, which makes like those two little rocks that you see down at Dunquin Pier look very, very unique because it almost looks like kind of Alice in Wonderlandy. So I'm very pleased with that. Today it is looking dry this morning. I can see some blue skies for the first time in a while, so I think we're going to take a wander down to Dunquin Pier and then head out and just explore the rest of Sleigh Head today. So it seems like despite this pier being such a beautiful place, it was actually used for hundreds of years to basically deliver livestock from the islands, which are known as the Blasket Islands, away out there, into mainland for them to then sell at markets or whatever, I guess. It is very dramatic looking.
I've actually seen an image online as well of a car that has tried to get down that pier. Now, I think this road leads down to the pier, but you definitely can't drive down it.
Yeah, I think there was like a Land Rover like stuck about here basically. So I think we'll be leaving Ellie up the top today and we'll just need to go down by foot. It's actually like so much steeper than it looks from the top as well. I don't even know how that Land Rover got down this far. That is crazy. And of course you've come wearing the right footing attire.
I know,
you knew I was going to say that,
as well. I know. Honestly, I don't know why either. Trying to dress summery. The weather is not showing it. It is kind of warm.
Yeah, well you're looking very summery. You're brighter than the skies.
I know, I could have at least put trainers on though for this, but...
Going by all the equipment that we have lying around here, I'm guessing it's still actually used as a kind of harbour or a pier for fishing boats. And I saw at the top you can actually take a tour out to the Blasket Islands. However, it does seem that on a Tuesday, for some reason, everything's just shut with like no explanation. So unfortunately, babe, I don't know if we'll be able to get a brownie.
Why?
Everything's shut.
I know, I would have at least thought it's now like 11:15. I would have thought it would have been open by now. I don't know why, everything, it's like the 1st of August, like peak summer, and everything's shut.
Sad.
I know.
Oh my god, you ready?
I'm ready.
This is chaos. All of a sudden, it's got so busy.
Yes.
Do you want to see what's going on?
And basically they have, are we on the Ring of Kerry?
This is the Dingle Peninsula.
Okay, this is the Dingle Peninsula. Now, I can actually see why they have this system in place because, as we have mentioned before, the roads in Ireland are just so narrow with like not that many passing places, it seems. And this is like a really narrow part of it as well. And I do remember that from the last time we were here. But they have a sort of one-way system in place for larger vehicles, which would be us. And yeah, basically we just kind of hit that point, but we didn't, like there was no place to turn before we saw the sign that basically said 100 metres, no campervan and motorhomes. So I had to turn in at this beach car park that was so narrow and so busy. The stresses, but we're back on the road. We're heading in the direction that we should be according to the one-way system. And yeah, I quite like it because we've got good views on that side anyway.
somehow we've found ourselves in a position where the van is even more of a mess than normal. How has this happened? I'll tell you how. We just had a very, very close call. We came round a corner on the Sleehead Peninsula and there was a car coming directly towards me. Never had as much of a fright in my entire life. I think it was some blessed European, got a bit mixed up, driving straight down the right hand side of the road, and I had to slam my brakes on. And because of that, everything has decided to join us in the front.
Bless him though, you could see he got such a fright. All in the space of like a second, I could see the fright in his face. And then I could just hear you be like, oh my gosh!
I know.
And I was just like, what is going on? Just casually in the middle of posting an Instagram reel.
It's definitely not the adrenaline rush that I wanted. That is... Yep, because I left water in that frying pan to soak it, because I was like, oh, we're just going along the road, nice and relaxed. I'll put a wee bit of water in and put the lid on, that'll be all good.
It's literally empty.
It's now, I know it is, because it was full, and it's now flooded the van. Oh, for crying out loud. Smile through the pain. But yeah, this is where we're parking up for tonight. It's literally just outside the town of Dingle. Proper squint car park, but I think we've got it just about level with the wheel blocks and parked up the top, and it's just kind of out the way. Very sheltered, very peaceful and quiet, and a beautiful view of the ocean.
So it finally happened. We knew it was going to happen, and it happened a couple of days earlier than what we had planned. We have finally ran out of gas.
I feel like that is just our catchphrase. Why does this always happen?
I know, and we have actually been looking at getting refillable gas put in because we are thinking that we might be static for a little bit in September. I say a little bit, possibly a week or so, so we were thinking of trying to get it booked in then. But yeah, for right now we still have 2 gas bottles. I noticed mid-squat this morning, because it's so miserable outside that I had to do my workout in the van, that the fridge was turned off and that we're out of gas. So we have phoned a few places, haven't we?
Yeah, so we've got a place in Tralee, it's 50 minutes away, and we actually need to head back to Dublin. Since the weather's just turned and it's miserable for the next few days, we need to head back to Dublin. We thought we may as well do it now.
But what the benefit is because we have no gas, like how minging it is, we stopped by Lidl and got a croissant. So I'm very chuffed with that.
I'm actually not sure if the gas has run out or if this one just turned the fridge off just so she could get a croissant, because you were talking about it for days.
I know.
But anyway, that's what we're doing now. We're going to end this video off here. We'll see you guys in Dublin, because we're going to go around and explore there a little bit more. Hopefully the weather turns so we can actually get outside. And if you did enjoy this video, guys, please just give it a big thumbs up, and we'll see you again in the next one.
See ya!